Hi, this is Tino, Bluesy News, Winter NAMM 2016. Still in the Fender room, actually, not a booth. I'm with Rick here. He's going to tell us what's new about amps this year.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of really great things coming out for NAMM 2016. The first ones I want to talk about today are the new Bassbreaker amplifiers. Some people have asked questions, Bassbreaker, is that a bass amp? And actually, the inspiration comes from the original bass amp, the original Bassman. What we realized, or what guitarists realized in the 50s, is that when you plug a guitar into the bass amp, it had this really nice full sound, and it gave way to rock and roll, because once you turn the amp up, you get this really nice crunchy sound. So fast forward to the future, other amplifier companies had designed amps based around that original circuit with some minor tweaks and became the rock and roll amps. So we thought it'd be fun to take some of the inspiration from the original amp and build a whole new line of amps that actually offer some different features and some different sounds from the standard Fender fare. So we've got 4 models: Bassbreaker 007, 15, 1830, and 45. Each one of those responds, or the name corresponds to the wattage that it has. But what's interesting is that what you have with these amplifiers is it isn't one size fits all. Each amp actually has different features and possibly a different player in mind. So you got the 007, it's 7 watts, it's 1 EL84, so it's true Class A. It's got great crunch sound, but also great clean tones as well, and a built-in treble boost to actually accentuate some of the grittier tones, and a really sensitive EQ. That one might be for the bedroom hobbyist or someone that is practicing. The 15 is maybe for the studio recording guitarist who needs a plethora of sounds. It's got 3 different gain stages, low, mid, and high, so you can go from really nice cleans all the way to heavy. Heavy is if you want that. That one exclusively has built-in reverb, effects loop, and then the great feature about when I was saying about home recording is that when you switch it into standby, it disconnects the speaker, and then you can record silently through the XLR and speaker cabinet emulation, which is great. So you can record in the middle of the night and not upset your neighbors or anybody. That one's a lot of fun and probably the most gainy of the bunch. The next one, the 1830, that one actually is 4 EL84s, and it's the only amp of the bunch that has 2 channels. So channel 1 is 30 watts, great crystalline cleans, real sparkly. You can turn it up and it will get some gain, but if you go over to the second side, it cuts the power to 18 watts, so you can get the power tubes really cooking, and then you get this great overdrive sound. So the circuit's based on a deluxe reverb and also a Brown Deluxe on channel 2, so you've got a bit of both. So it's kind of a dark side and a clean side. And then the 45 is 45 watts, and that one's the most close to the original Bassman as we have. The circuit starts with that. But those amps originally are very loud, and in order to get them to break up, you need to have power tube distortion. So what we do is we actually reduce the power on it through a variable attenuator. It takes it down from 45 watts all the way down to 1 watt, so you can dial in the sound you want and not have it so loud that you're going to be too loud for your band. Right. And then the original ones had 2 different volumes, a dark and a bright. And people learned that if you put a cable between the 2 channels, you can actually blend both sounds. So we did that in the amp for you. So when you plug into the both input, you've got the warm side and you've got the bright side, and you just fine-tune the sound that you're looking for. So each one, that one, is for the serious player. The 1830 maybe is for the weekend warrior. The 15 is the home recordist, and the 007 is maybe just the bedroom practicer.
Nice.
Yeah. So as you can see, one size does not fit all.
Do you want to demo them in that order?
Yeah, we'll start with the 7. We'll work our way up all the way to the granddaddy.
Thanks, Rick.
Well.